Okay, so in previous topic we have learned about like a magnetic field due to a straight wire. Okay, the wire could be finite wire or infinite long wire. So using Biot-Savart law we have found the magnetic field and we have done questions on that. Now second application we are talking in this lecture is called magnetic field due to a coil, or I should write proper word like current carrying coil. Okay, yes. So first thing we have learned due to wire already we have done. So today we are talking about what? Coil. This coil may be circular. Generally we talk circular coil only. Okay. So you have a circular coil like this of radius r. Some current is flowing through this, and we are interested in knowing that what is the magnetic field at the center of this coil at some axial point, and like a half ring, a quarter of the ring, or any sector of this ring or coil is given to you. We have to find net magnetic field. Okay, so look here, first simplest case we talk here is general case is what, like this one, magnetic field at any axial point. You want to find magnetic field at an axial point. So how you write? This is your coil, radius of coils r, and some point is here. Here you want to know magnetic field at distance of what? X from the center of the coil. Okay. Yes. This is centro. At this point you want to know magnetic field, and current I is the flowing in this loop. Okay. Current I. Then how much this answer comes actually? With small derivation there we don't need. Mu naught I r square by 2 r square plus x square 3 by 2. This formula already you have seen in gravitation also. The gravitational field due to a circular ring of mass sign, right? Exactly same, and similar question will come in electrostatic also. That is charge ring of radius r. We want to find electric field at some distance what? X from it. Okay. So look here, mu naught I r square 2 r square x square power 3 by 2. Generally what will happen in this topic, like coils we have, so they have n number of the turns also, maybe 1 turn or 10 turns, so number of turns is given. So number of turns comes, you can multiply number of turns with this formula. This is a magnetic field due to what? A single turn always. Okay. Okay. Now watch carefully. You want to draw the graph of this, how the graph looks is important. So this is a magnetic field versus distance graph on both sides. Coil is placed here, you have field on this side, you have field on this side. Any direction call it positive, the other direction is called what? Negative. Okay. Yes. So look here, how this curve look for this graph. This ring, coil or ring, whatever. This is the magnetic field. Okay. Graph. You have to remember this. Okay. But this is not important. Generally, when we talk for our exam, okay, how they ask it? They ask a simple question that magnetic field at the center of the ring. Okay. So I'm writing here magnetic field at center of ring. Correct. What is magnetic field at this point O? So it's very simple to understand. Look here. Look at this formula. When I say that this, I want to find magnetic field at point O, means center, means what is X? X become what? 0 in this formula. So if you put X is equal to 0 here in this formula, look here, this term becomes 0, r power 2 into 3 by 2, that become r cube get cancelled here. So we are getting a simple formula, mu naught I upon 2r. This is a magnetic field due to a coil at its center, correct? Remember the wire formula, how the wire look for infinite long wire, the general formula, mu naught I upon 2 pi r. Pi is there, right? For a ring, it's just mu naught I upon 2r. Okay, here what can happen if number of turn is given for n number of turns. Okay, number of turns. This is a magnetic field due to a single loop. Okay, if number of turn is given, then simply mu naught n I upon 2r. You are multiplying what? Number of turn also, right? Okay. Suppose, okay, and any axial point is here or the center of the coil. It's the main formula you have to use all the time. Okay. Then I ask you, like, due to you say arc or sector of a coil. Okay, you don't have a complete coil with you, complete loop is not there, you have a half loop, quarter loop, or at any angle. Okay, so any sector or any arc is given. Suppose this much piece only you have and is subtending an angle theta at this alpha at the center. This is the radius or current flowing I. You want to know what is magnetic field due to this much part only, right now. So it's very simple how to answer. So magnetic field due to complete loop is this much, mu naught I upon what, 2r. Now this is due to what, 360 degree, right now, or 2 pi angle. You want to find any other angle, you just write like alpha upon what, 2 pi. That's all your answer. Correct. Suppose this alpha is in radian, then you're writing down 2 pi. Alpha is given degrees Celsius, sorry, no, degrees, like 90 degrees, 60 degree. You put here what, 360. That's all. So I say that this is like 60 degree. Okay, what is magnetic field due to an arc of what, 60 degree angle, right? You put 60 by what, 360. That's your answer into this term. Okay, so if I say semicircular, like this you should remember directly, semicircular coil. You have a half coil like this type. Then what is the magnetic field due to this at center of? So this current is I. Then you see, look here, what is this angle? 180 degree. You put 180 by what, 360. This become 1 by 2. So magnetic field simply become mu naught I upon what, 4r. Is the half of that main formula, right? Like a wire also you have done. The wire general formula is what, mu naught I upon 2 pi r. Then I ask you like end of the wire, then it becomes half. Exactly same here, your half ring, it becomes what, half. Correct. Or any angle, any sector, any arc is there, you just write alpha by what, 2 pi. Alpha in radian, okay, 2 pi. Alpha you're writing in degrees, then here you write what, 360. That's all. Okay. Okay. So these are the magnetic field due to what is a ring, okay, or coil you say. Okay, proper word is what, coil or loop you should say. Okay, yes. So an axial point at center or due to any arc of a sector of that ring, correct? No? Yes. Now what happens here, I discuss one or two special questions. Look here, one very important. Suppose you have some loop, asymmetrical loop, and current is entering some point and leaving from other point. Okay, let's write words also. If in a symmetrical loop current enters at some point and leaves from other point, then what will happen? The net magnetic field at center, magnetic field at center will be always 0. This is very important question. If you have a symmetrical loop and current is entering in a symmetrical loop at some point and leaves from some other point, the net magnetic field at center always becomes what, 0. Suppose this is your circular loop, current is entering from some point, like current I comes here, right, and leaves from what, this point, like, okay, I. So when current here divided in two paths, some current goes here I1 and some current goes what, here I2, correct? So what happens actually? The top current will produce a field what, inward, right? You use your hand to find direction of current, okay, inward field, but your lower part will have field what, outward. These two fields will be what, opposite to each other, right now. Suppose two ways they can ask in this question. Suppose top part is producing a field that's called B1 and down part producing what, B2. Then always what will happen? Always what will happen? Your B1 by B2 ratio will be what, 1:1. Always. And or you say net magnetic field at center will be always 0. Net magnetic field at center. Okay. You write it properly. Net magnetic field at center will be always what, 0. The magnetic field due to that part and that part, okay, current flows like this way, yes, it will be always equal and opposite, or you say net magnetic field will be always 0. And it's always not like this, that current coming and divided into equal part, not like this. Suppose you have this situation, that current entering at this point and leaving from this point. Now they are not equal length, right now. Still answer remains same, correct? No? Still magnetic field will be what, 0. Why this happens actually, let me tell you, because our formula is what, this formula, look at this point. When this is happening, there are two things which are variable. This is same, and these are I into what? Alpha. So current divided different amount, and the angle of this, like these are two arc, okay? This is one arc, this is one arc, okay? So these product of these two always remains what? Constant, okay? Yes. So that the magnetic field to that part and that part always becomes what? Equal. So net magnetic field is what? 0. Not only circle, suppose you have other picture like a triangle you have. This is a triangle, and current entering from this point and leaving from this point, your B will be what? 0. Or you have some different situation like current enter from here, leave from this end, still B is what? 0. You have a circular loop or a rectangular loop like this way, current enters and leaves from this end, B is what? 0. Or enters here, leave from this end, still B is what? 0. Or enters here, leave from any point here itself, still B is what? 0. Correct na? Not only 2 dimension, 3 dimension, like you have this type of picture, this type of loop, current enter at any point, suppose here, and leave from any point, again B is what? 0. Any point you can leave from here, doesn't matter. Current entering in a symmetrical loop and leave from some other end, net magnetic field is always 0. This is one important point, okay? Second important shortcut is like this way. Suppose you have a loop, this is a loop, okay, and it's a single loop, okay? I'm writing here single turn loop, okay, of radius r, current flowing I, and magnetic field at center we calling B. Correct. Now what happens, this loop you turn into smaller loops, okay, like you turn into what? 2 loops, 3 loops, n number of the smaller loops, okay, and turns of smaller radius. If this is happening, then what is new magnetic field at the center? B days. So shortcut is this, B days is what? N square times of the B. So I'm not writing here, you have to write carefully in your notes that if a single turn, a loop of single turn is made into smaller n number of turns, we have one turn, okay, big loop, we made into small loops like 2 turn, 3 turn, 5 turn, okay, then what happened to magnetic field is increased by what? N square times. This was one loop, you made it 2 loop, then become magnetic field in this case becomes what? 4 times. And why this happening? Again, what's the formula? Mu naught I upon what? 2r. So when you turn into 2 loop, what happens? You see radius is what? Decrease. Radius decrease, correct. Radius decrease, the number of turns comes here, right now. Like here is only 1 turn in first case, here it become 2 turn. So there's double effect, okay. So magnetic field increase by what? N square times, because radius will be reduced by n, r by n. So n goes up, becomes what? N square times. So remember that a single loop is turned into what? Smaller n number of the loops. The net magnetic field at center is increased by what? N square times, right? So these are two very important things. Now I will do questions on all these, okay. So generally question they ask the wire plus these loops together. So I will discuss some questions now, okay. Okay, so we have few questions here, and due to these structures we have to find the net magnetic field at the center O. So every time question saying that find net magnetic field at center what O. So these are the combination of some circular loops and what? Straight wires, okay. So look at the first problem. This is center O. What is net magnetic field due to this structure at center O? So you can see here 3 type of wire, right? 3 parts. First look at this wire. This is straight infinite long wire, okay. Always we talking general case about wire means what? Infinite long wire, okay. So this is wire. For this wire, this point is what? Along the length of the wire. So remember last lecture, if any point is on the wire or along the length of the wire, the net magnetic field is what? 0. So due to this wire, the magnetic field becomes what? 0. Correct. Look at due to this wire, straight wire. This point also along the length of the wire. So due to this also what? Magnetic field is what? 0. Correct. Yes. Now remaining is what? Is circular arc. So this is a half ring obviously, right? Half loop. So magnetic field becomes what? Mu naught I upon what? 4r. Correct. And what is the direction of magnetic field? So when you grab this in your hand, right hand rule, right? Fingers are going inward. Thumb showing direction of current. And down this wire, fingers are going inward. Inward means what? Either you say cross field or you write what? Minus k. Correct? Na? So this is your net magnetic field due to what? This loop. Due to these 2 parts coming 0. Okay? Yes. Okay, let's say next picture. In next picture you see that there is circular part, another circular part and 2 straight wires, right? So what is the magnetic field due to this wire? What is the answer? 0. Because this point where you are finding magnetic field, and this point is along the length of this wire. Exactly same here, due to this wire also what? 0. Both wire coming what? 0, 0. Now we have circular part, this and this part, right? Let's find due to this part, let's call that B1 some name, right now. Half loop directly mu naught I upon 2r. But what is the radius of the big loop? 2r given, so it's 2r, correct? And okay, mu naught I upon, so it's coming what? 4r. What is the direction of field due to this big loop? Is what? Inward, correct? No? Right hand, fingers going inward. So this is what inward means. You write here minus k, or you can write cross, okay? Yes. Due to this small loop, let's see that due to small loop, let's call B2, correct? So again half loop only, so mu naught I upon what? 2 into radius is, sorry, I did a mistake here. What is mistake here? Mu naught, what half loop is, what is formula, main formula, mu naught I upon 4r, right? So I should write here what, like 4 here. Then r is given what? 2r for this the bigger loop. So here answer should write what? 8r. Okay, same here, 4 into radius, that's given r. And what is the direction of field? This field will be what? Outward, correct? Direction of current this wire like this way, then this is opposite, so obviously field is what? Outward. Outward, this field is called what? Plus k field, okay? Right. Okay, so net magnetic field is what? Simply obviously B2 minus B1. This field outward, that field is what? Inward. Two fields are in opposite direction, so angle is what? 180 degree. When angle is 180 degree, you want to add two vectors directly, answer is what? A minus B. Magnetic field is a vector, we are adding by this rule only everywhere. What? B1 square plus B2 square plus 2 times B1, B2 and what? Cos theta. But two fields are opposite to each other, then cos, this angle is what? 180 degree, then directly answer become what? Like B1 minus B2, subtraction of them, okay? Big minus small. So obviously answer will what? This minus that, that is your answer, you are right, okay? So you can write like this way also. This term you can take common, mu naught I upon 4r common, then what is remaining here? Just k, and what is remaining here? K by what? 2. K also you can take common, okay? Then you can write like this way. You can write k upon y2 or mu naught I upon 8r and k net direction. So net field is what? Outward, because field into the smaller loop will be bigger. Current flowing is same and radius is what? Smaller, okay? Let's say this loop. So in this loop what happens? Watch carefully. Look at this wire, this is center row. Due to this wire directly 0, because this point is along the length of the wire. Due to this wire also what? 0, yes, 0, correct? Again this ring is remaining, so what is field due to this ring? B1, let's call mu naught I upon what? 4 into r is given 2r, correct? So mu naught I upon 8r. What is direction? Inward, correct? Minus k, minus k. Now look this smaller loop, okay? What is magnetic field? B2, mu naught I upon what? 4 times the radius, radius is given r. And what is the direction? Now watch carefully, this field also what? Inward, correct? So this field also what? Minus k. Look at last time, direction of current is opposite here, like this way, that way. So field is what? Here, one is inward, one is outward, but here direction of current is looks same only, right? This way, this way. So this field is what? Inward, that field also what? Inward, right? Once more, in this wire, what is the direction of field? You grab in your hand this hand, right hand, thumb showing direction of current. Below this wire, fingers are going inward, correct? And for this loop, fingers are going again inward, this is direction of the loop current, right? So both fields are coming what? Inward. So both are same direction, means you have to add them. So B is equal to what? Simply B1 plus B2, correct? So you can add them. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8, that becomes what? 3 by 8 mu naught I upon r, and what? Net direction is what? Minus k. Okay, net field is what? Inward. Okay, let's move on. See the next question. This question. So you see two straight wires and a semicircular loop. What is magnetic field due to this straight wire? It's an infinite long wire and you want to find field at this point. This is O. So this wire is what? Look, last time you said these points coming at along the length of the wire. So net field was directly 0. But look in this case, this point is at the end of this wire. This long wire is from, suppose from here to here. This is a long wire. So this point is what? At the end of the wire. Correct? For this wire I am talking. Okay, let's write it here. This is the end of the wire, so mu naught I upon 4 pi r. This is the magnetic field at the end of what wire? Any end, right? Yes. So what is the direction of field? This one. So grab in your hand this. You see fingers are coming outward. So this field is what? In k direction. Outward means either write dot symbol or write k. due to this field is what? Due to this straight wire. This also, this for this wire, so end of the wire case, right now? Yes. So same formula, B is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi r, and what is the direction? Look here, again field is what? Outward. So this field also what? K field, correct. Now what is remaining? This half ring is remaining. This half ring, so magnetic field is equal to mu naught I upon 4r, and what is the direction? Again outward, because grab in your hand, current is downward. Here fingers are going down, but inside the finger will come outward. So this field also what? In K direction. So all fields are what? In same direction. You can add them simply. That's your answer. Okay. 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 Next picture. Question number 5. Current was coming, then it's turned into a loop, and current is going. So you want to find net magnetic field at this point, right? So due to this wire, this straight long wire, what case is this? Again the end of the wire, right? This is a wire, this point is at the end of the wire. So due to this wire, what is the answer? B is equal to mu naught I upon what? 4 pi r. What is the direction of current? Grab in hand. The fingers are coming what? Outward. So this field is what? K direction field, outward field. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about this wire. So this wire also, this point is what? End of the wire, right? This wire starting from this point and going here, right? For this wire also what? End of the wire, so field is what? Mu naught I upon what? 4 pi r, and direction will be K only. How? Grab in your hand, outward, right? Yes. Now this is the remaining ring. So it's a full ring, so mu naught I upon 2r. I'm doing a mistake every time I say like ring. You should not say ring. Ring is not proper word. Always say like a loop or coil. Okay. Yes. So there's a field, and what is the direction? Look here, current flowing in the direction. So this field is also what? Outward. So this field also what? K field. So 1, 2, 3, all fields are in what? Outward. You can simply add them. That's your answer, right? Same loop is like this way. Watch here. Okay, we want to find net magnetic field at this point. Then what is the answer? This wire is again what? Infinite long, and this point is again end of this wire. End of the wire means same formula. B is equal to mu naught I upon what? 4 pi r. What is direction of field due to this wire? Outward. Outward means what? Your plus K. Same thing this wire also. B is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi r. This is also end of the wire, and direction also what? Outward, right? Now for this wire also what? Outward. But see the ring. Due to ring, what happening? Due to this ring, field is what? Mu naught I upon 2r. But direction is what? Current is given like this way, so fingers are going inward, right? Thumb showing direction of current in the side, fingers are going inward. So this field is what? Minus field, that's negative field. K is what? Inward. So in this case, look here, this field due to this wire, and that loop all coming in what? One direction, you have to add all. But here due to loop is what? Outward. Due to these two straight wire is outward, but due to that loop is what? Inward. So you have to add these two, subtract what? This. Okay. Yeah. So some arc are given, angle is given what? 60 degree, current coming from straight wire, then turn into an arc, then again straight. Okay. So let's talk about straight wires first. We want to find net magnetic field at this point O. What is the magnetic field due to this straight wire? What is the answer directly? 0. Why 0? Because watch, this point is along the length of that wire, right? That wire and this point is along the length of the wire. So magnetic field due to this wire, straight wire, will be what? 0. And we are assuming that these are very, very long wire. Okay. Yes. Then due to this wire, what is the answer? Again what? 0. This straight wire, because if you draw it properly, so this wire also along the length of this wire point. Okay. This point is along the length of that wire. So due to that also 0. Same due to this wire also 0. Due to that wire also what? 0. 4 straight wire we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All fields are what? Directly 0, because all these wires, that point is what? Along the length of these all wires, these wires, right now? Yes. Now what is remaining? These arc remaining. Okay. I write 1, 2 and 3. These are arc. What is field due to arc 1? Look here. You have calculated. Let's call B1. Due to that arc, what is the answer? Mu naught I upon 2r alpha by what? 2 pi. Correct na? So look here. R is what first? For that radius is given what? C. So I put it C. Then angle is how much? 60 degree by total angle what? 360. Correct. I'm writing that formula only. Alpha by what? 2 pi. Alpha is given in terms of what? Degrees. So I'm writing down 360. Okay. So this comes like 1 by 6. We write mu naught I upon 12C. Correct na? Now give attention. What is the direction of field due to that wire? Is what? Inward. Thumb showing direction of current below this wire. This point is what? Below that wire. So field is going inward. So this is what? Minus K field. Correct. Same way you have to calculate due to this wire also, second wire. So what is B2? Look here, mu naught I upon 2, radius is given what, B, and again angle is what, same for this wire also, what, 60 by 360. This also becomes what, like you say 12B. Now what is important? Only direction. So for due to this wire, the field you grab in your hand, thumb showing direction of current. Above this wire, fingers are going inward. Below this wire, fingers are coming outward. So this is an outward field, keep in mind. That was inward field, due to this outward field. Same you find due to third loop also, you call that B3. You will get same answer, mu naught I upon 12A. Okay, and this field will what, again what, inward due to this part, right? That's what, minus K. So what you will do, these are in same direction, what, your B1 and B3, B2 is what, outward. So answer will be what, B2 minus B1 minus what, B3. That's your answer, right? Yes. Okay. 8th question, simple question. You see the current is entering from this one point and leaving from this point. So what is the magnetic field at center? Directly what? 0 for a closed loop. A symmetrical loop, current enter at some point and leave from some any other point. Okay. Then net magnetic field at center is always 0. Or they ask magnetic field due to that part by this part. That we calling B1, that we calling B2. Then B1 by B2 ratio is what? 1:1. Correct? Okay, I'll discuss few more questions on this. Okay, few more examples about these points, that how to find net magnetic field at the center. Okay, so these example, now I'm giving these two examples. These are what, 3-dimension pictures. Okay, so far all the pictures I have drawn, there were 2 dimensions. Means wires were placed on the board itself when finding net magnetic field. So either magnetic field comes inward or outward, 2 possibilities only you have. But these are what, 3-dimension. All directions are given x, y, z. So you have to use what, in vector form you write IJK format. Okay, yes. So look here. There is a loop placed here like this way. Okay, yes. So this is x, y and z property given, or they can change direction also, like here in this question I will write. Okay, so wire is placed here. These are 2 straight long wires and a ring, and so understand how they are placed now actually. Okay, this wire, straight wire, is placed parallel towards z direction, right now. Means this wire is not placed on board like this, it's placed what, like this. It's a 3-dimension thing, right now. This wire, suppose placed on board, then it should be straight like this way itself, right? So this wire is placed parallel towards z axis, means like that way. So this is a wire placed here. Okay, current going what, inward into the board, and this wire is also parallel towards z, means this wire is placed like that way. Suppose that cape of this marker showing the direction of current, then this wire is placed like this way, current going inward, and this wire is placed perpendicular to the board like this one, and current is coming outward, and the ring is placed on the board itself, right, in x and what, y plane. Correct? So this wire is like that way, perpendicular to the board. This wire is like this way, yes, again perpendicular to the board, but current is what, outward, and ring is placed on the board itself. Clear? Okay. Now let's find magnetic field due to 1-1. So what is magnetic field at center O due to this wire? So this wire is, what case is this? This is a wire here. So this point is at the end of the wire, right now. So due to this wire, what is the magnetic field? I am writing due to this wire, and it becomes end of the wire. Let's call that B1, mu naught I upon 4 pi r. 4 pi and r. What is the direction of magnetic field? So this is a wire here. So when you grab your hand like this way, current going inward, finger will be straight downward. Finger will be what? Straight downward. Okay, watch like this. This is the wire. Current going inward. This is your right hand. Thumb showing direction of current. So down on this side, the fingers are going straight in. Right? Straight downward. Straight downward is what is direction? Minus j direction. So field due to that wire will be what in? Minus j direction. Due to that wire. So that wire is wire like this one, right? Again perpendicular to the board. So this field at this point is again what case? End of the wire. So what is the answer? B2, let's call mu naught I upon what? 4 pi r. That's called magnetic field at the end of the wire, right? What is the direction of field? Again grab in your hand, thumb is outward, fingers are going again straight down. Straight down again, what is field? Minus j direction. That wire has the same amount of field in what? Same direction, downward. Now watch about this ring. This is a half ring. So what is the magnetic field? Mu naught I upon what? 4r. Correct? What is direction? You grab this ring is this half loop is placed on the board itself, right? So what is direction of field? Straight inward. Straight inward means what? Minus k direction. So this is a net magnetic field. You just add these three things. That's your net magnetic field due to what? This type of loop. Okay. So it's a 3-dimensional picture. You have to watch it carefully. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's see next. this picture. Okay, question number 10. Okay, already written here. So question number 10, look here. Here directions name I have changed. This I am calling y direction, that's calling z direction, this calling what, x direction. So wire is placed like this one. This is a wire, then ring, then this is a wire. Okay. Yes. So how this placed? This wire is placed parallel to x side. X is this one. So this wire is placed like here. Okay, on the board, right? And current is going inward. Okay, like this, right? This wire is placed parallel to what, x side. X means what, outward or inward, right? Now ring is placed on the board itself, means y and z plane, and this wire is placed along the y axis, means on the board itself, like this. So this wire is here. Once more, this wire is on board only like this way, ring also on the board only, but this wire is what, like that way. Okay. So what is the magnetic field due to this wire? Again the end of the wire case. So mu no is B1 is equal to mu naught I upon what, 4 pi r. Direction is important. So again same, this is a wire current going inward. So when you grab your hand, right now, fingers come straight downward. Straight downward is what direction right now? Is minus k, opposite of the z, correct na? Opposite. Hope you understand, like your x direction represented by I vector, y direction by j vector, and k z direction by what, k vector. Okay, so this is magnetic field toward that part. Then what is magnetic field to this part? Directly what, 0, because this point is along the length of that wire. Okay, so directly 0. Then ring is remaining. So what is magnetic field due to this not ring, half loop, mu naught I upon what, 4r. What is direction of field? You grab in your hand, fingers go straight inward. Straight inward means the opposite of that. That's what, minus I. Outward means what, plus I, plus x. Inward means minus I. So these are the two fields, you have to add them. That's your answer. Field due to that part is coming 0, because this point O is along the length of this wire itself. Okay. Okay. Let's see this question. Two rings are there. Okay. Two loops are there. They place at what angle? 60 degree. And they are similar loop. Current flowing is same. Radius also r. Okay. Two loop plates at some angle. In our exam, they ask like this question. Two loops were placed perpendicular 90 degree. Okay. Same loop. Okay. So what is net magnetic field? So magnetic field due to any one loop is what? Mu naught I upon what? 2r. Correct. Two similar loops are given, actually just angle is given between them. So this was this field you call x. You want to add net field. So what is the answer? Vector addition, root a square b square plus 2ab cos theta, right? So x square plus 2x square cos. So what is the angle given? 60 degree. Cos 60 means what? 1 by 2. So this becomes root 3 times of x. So root 3 times of mu naught I upon what? 2r. That's the net magnetic field. Two rings are given. Place at what? 60 degree to each other. Field due to one ring is what, this one, mu naught I upon 2r. Other ring also similar only, so same only. So you want to add the magnetic field due to these two rings. You are writing vector rules, right now? Yes. These are called concentric rings, correct na? So they have net magnetic field at center, so you can find no problem. Suppose net magnetic field due to small ring is what? B1, let's call mu naught I1 upon 2r1, right? What is the direction? Inward. Clockwise current flowing. So what is field? Inward. Inward means what? Minus k. What is field due to this ring? So mu naught I2 upon what? 2r2, and direction what? Minus again inward. If direction of current is same, obviously field will be in the same direction. So for direction of current in this ring is opposite, then field becomes what? Outward. So these fields are in same direction, you can add them, that's your answer, right? Okay. So this is question number 12. Okay. Once a question was asked like this way, that they said find the ratio of field at axial point, okay, to field at what? Center of a ring. Field on axial point and distance was given. So said like x is equal to root 3 times of r. Okay, this was given. They said there is a ring is there of radius r and it's carrying current I. Okay, then find the ratio of magnetic field produced by this ring at distance at axial point, which is the distance of what? Root 3 times r, and at the center. So look here. This is a ring, radius r. This distance x. Here what is the magnetic field at this point, axial point? You know formula B is what? Mu naught I r square upon 2 times of r square plus x square power 3 by 2. So here x was given what? Root 3 times of r. So when you put it here, mu naught I r square upon 2 pi. Here you putting what? Root 3 r. So when root 3r n square becomes 3r square, that becomes 4r square, right? 2 times like 4r square power 3 by 2. So this you can write as what? 2r and what? Whole square, right? So simply it becomes mu naught I upon r square 2 times. So this becomes 8r cube. This you can cancel. So you're getting mu naught I upon what? 16r. Correct? Then what is this is at axial point? What is magnetic field at center? Direct formula mu naught I upon what? 2r. So this is the ratio they are asking that what is field on axial point to what at center. So you can divide them. Magnetic field at axial point to the magnetic field at center. So when you divide these two formula, you see what you getting. So mu naught I upon 16r divided by mu naught I upon what? 2r. So it coming around 1 by 8 or 1 ratio 8 was the answer. Okay. So I have discussed a lot of questions on the magnetic field due to circular loops. Okay. Two important point came here apart from this direct calculations. What? If current enters in a symmetrical loop at some point and leaves from other point, then net magnetic field at center is always 0. And other was this one, that if you have a single loop, okay, and you turn into n number of smaller loops, then magnetic field is increased by what? N square times, right? Okay. So this was all about what? The wires, straight wires, and what are circular loops. Okay. In next lecture we will be learning about Ampere's circular law and its application, like magnetic field due to cylinder, due to solenoid and toroid. These things we will learn. Okay. Thank you so much for watching.